Welcome to my video presentation. My name is Sue Pullen and I'm a licensed mortgage professional in Tucson, Arizona. Today's presentation is one of several I have prepared. You can find this video as well as other educational materials at sueslendingnews.com. Make sure you subscribe if you want email updates of the latest and greatest in lending news and more. Now as you listen to this video, know that you can start and stop at any time. Take notes or give me a call if you'd like me to send you a handout of the information. And now, today's topic. Credit. What is it and how to establish it? Part 1, FICO scores. First of all, what is a credit score, better known in the mortgage world as your FICO? Founded in 1956 as Fair Isaac and Company, your FICO score is a mathematical formula that is used to measure the likelihood of a person being late 90 days on a payment over a 2-year period. For mortgage lending, FICO scores range from 350 to 850 points. They are all based on risk, thus the higher your score, the lower the odds are that you will pay a bill 90 days late. So, what makes up your credit score? FICO scores are calculated from a lot of different credit data gathered in your credit report. This data is grouped into 5 categories: payment history, amounts owed, length of credit history, mix of credit, and inquiries. Payment history makes up 35% of your score. This includes past delinquencies, 30, 60, 90-day lates, collections, and charge-offs. It includes adverse public records such as bankruptcies, judgments, tax liens. It also includes the severity of delinquency, how long the account is past due. The amount you owe makes up 30% of your credit score. This includes the amount of money you owe on your accounts and also the number of accounts you have with balances. Another way to look at this is your utilization ratio. The lower your balances are, the lower your utilization ratio is, and the higher your credit scores are. The length of credit history makes up 15% of your scores. This is the average age of your credit file, which is based on how long your accounts have been opened and how long since you last used your accounts. The longer you have an account open and used, the better your scores. The mix of credit makes up 10% of your credit scores. This is the number of types of accounts you have, such as credit cards, installment loans, mortgages, and auto loans. 10% of your credit score is based on inquiries. That is the number of times someone checks your credit for whatever reason, such as applying for a car loan or a mortgage, credit cards, even applying for a job. As you can see from this slide, 65% of your credit score is determined by paying your bills on time and keeping your balances low. Now, let's talk for a moment about what you can do to increase your credit scores or keep them as high as possible. Payment history. Pay your bills on time. Amounts owed. Keep your revolving credit balances as low as possible. As you can see here, if your balance is less than 25% of your credit limit, this actually helps increase your scores. If your balance is 25% to under 50% of the limit, your scores are not hurt and they're not helped either. If your balance is 50% and higher than the limit, this will actually hurt your scores. And if your balance is above the credit limit, well, this will really hurt your scores. And you want to remember that you want to pay off your debt rather than moving it from one account to another. Length of credit history. Do not open a number of new credit cards that you do not need. Opening new accounts will hurt your scores because they are so new. Do not open a lot of new accounts too quickly either. I've actually seen someone's credit fall by more than 100 points when they opened 3 accounts in a 3-month period. New accounts will lower your average account age, thus lowering your scores. And please do not close out unused credit cards. Mix of credit. Please only apply for and open new accounts as you need them, and manage your credit cards responsibly. I have seen several people get into a lot of financial trouble by having too much credit. Inquiries. The most important thing to know about inquiries is this. When you shop for a mortgage, for example, the scoring model will view all credit inquiries from lenders within a 30-day period as one inquiry. So, do your rate shopping within a 30-day window. The same thing goes for auto loan inquiries. I do want you to know that it is okay to check your own credit. In fact, it is something you should be doing on a regular basis. When you pull your own credit, it is considered a soft pull and does not affect your credit scores. You are allowed one free report from each of the credit bureaus every year. When you do this, you are not actually given scores, but that's okay. You want to look at your report to make sure things are reporting correctly. Annualcreditreport.com actually provides you with a report at no cost. Now that you know what affects your credit and what you can do to maintain good credit, how do you establish credit, especially if no one is willing to give you credit in the beginning? Establishing credit after a bankruptcy is also very important. I have listed 3 things here to help you establish new credit. Number 1, if you're a student in college, try opening a student credit card with your local bank or credit union. My kids actually had good luck opening a student card with Discover. Now you may need your parents to co-sign. If you can open a student credit card, it will have a very small credit limit, around $200, $300, maybe $500. But this is okay. Remember, you do not want to charge the maximum. You are only using this card as a tool to build your credit. Number 2, if you are 21 years of age and older, a way to build your credit quickly is to open a secured credit card. There are a couple of secured card sites on my lending news site. It's on the right-hand side under credit information. Now the good thing about these 2 sites are that they report to all 3 credit bureaus within 30 to 45 days from opening the account. They are secured, which means you give them money, security, to open and use the account. There is usually an annual fee for these cards, but again, they are a good option if you want to establish credit quickly. Number 3, open an installment account with your local bank or credit union. Here, you get a loan from, say, your credit union for $1,000. You put this $1,000 into a savings account at that same credit union. Do not spend the money. Remember, we are using this to help you build credit. I want you to set up an automatic payment plan to have the scheduled monthly loan payment automatically taken out of this new savings account. Make sure you add a little extra money to the account to cover the minimal interest charges. Okay, now that you have been given a credit card, let's talk about what you need to do next. Number 1, once you receive your new card, activate it. You need to call the phone number on the card and follow the prompts. Number 2, once the card is activated, charge something. You do not have to charge a lot. A tank of gas, a loaf of bread, a gallon of milk. Number 3, as soon as your bill arrives, or once it's posted to your online account, pay it off in full. That's right, pay the entire balance in full immediately. Now, number 4, do not use your card again for 5 to 6 months. Remember, you're using this as a tool to build your credit. You cannot afford to be irresponsible with this new card. Number 5, make a similar purchase every 5 to 6 months. This will ensure that the credit card company will continue to report the account to the credit bureaus as active. It might be a good idea to schedule this into your calendar so you don't forget. Now that you have credit and can get more, what exactly is a healthy mix of credit? I like to tell people 3 to 5 total accounts is a good number. That's 1 or 2 credit cards, an auto loan, and a mortgage loan. I do want you to know, though, that once you have 3 or more auto or mortgage loans on your report, your credit scores actually start to decrease. Also, I want you to try to keep your inquiries, that's when people actually check your credit, to 3 to 5 per year. Now, with that said, go out and establish some credit. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it informative and worthwhile. Now, if you know someone who might benefit from this presentation, please feel free to pass it along. And remember to visit Sue'sLendingNews.com often. You can subscribe so you automatically receive email updates as they're posted to the site. Have a great day.